2, and here we go. So, give me where your name came from.
Well, my name Zilla came from the 2019 Godzilla movie. I believe it's 2019. It could have been 17, but the one that was in 3D.
Okay.
I went on a date with a lady. We went to go see the movie, and as you know what dates stands for, dancing at the end. Okay, so I was successful on this date. So as I'm dancing, I'm cutting the rug. I'm tearing it up. And I'm thinking about the good movie Godzilla because it was actually a good one. And as I'm dancing and I just reached my ultimate dance, I let out a roar. And I say, I'm Godzilla.
Oh, man.
I call myself Godzilla the killer. And then I looked at her, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, right here on Fox. So
I can't.
That whole year, the rest of that year, I was going around trying to call myself, and every social media platform would not accept that at all.
Fair enough.
So I had to take off the and here we go with Zilla.
This guy. Now listen, producer, get him the crap out of here. Because look, I told him I want the explicit version and I want it told clean. And I if that is the clean version, I don't know what to do. Let's start the show. All right, yes, sir, yes, sir. Welcome, audience, back to another episode, another week of Urban Academia. I'm your host, J-ZILLA, and we have, let me be very careful, DJ Zilla. We're going to cut the other part.
You're going to have to beat that one out.
What's happening with you, man?
Pretty good. Thank you for having me. How you doing tonight?
Very well. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. So, listen, I want to know about that Indiana tag at the end of your name, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you asked, man. I am a chop and screw DJ that represents chop and screw Texas culture right here up in Indiana. This ain't nothing new. I've been staying true to some screw more than 75% of my life. So yeah, I feel that I represent Indiana when it comes to this chopped and screwed. I'm the chopped and screwed DJ of Indiana.
The chopped it. Now listen, I'm Dallas born. So when I hear chopped and screwed, I think DJ Screw, the legend,
Absolutely.
Man, the myth himself.
Absolutely.
So listen, are you from Indiana?
I was born in Chicago, grew up in Indiana.
Okay. Tell me the first time you heard a song chopped and screwed.
I can tell you exactly. It was in 8th grade, 2002. I was 14 years old, and my big brother decided to pick me up smoking a Black and Mild. And he picked me up from school, took me home, and as we're going home, he plays Twister, slow jams with Kanye West and Jamie Foxx, chopped and screwed. The song seemed like it took forever to go off, but when I listened to it, I'm not gonna lie to you, it first sounded like it was the devil singing this song. And as I hit the Black and Mild a couple more times, I started to just feel the song, It sounded good, and every puff I took of this Black and Mild, the song just felt better and better. And that was the first time I listened to Chop and Screw. But what made me fall in love with it was when Michael Watts, rest in peace to Michael Watts, DJ Michael Watts, chopped up Lil Flip Urban Legend.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. When Lil Flip Urban Legend got chopped up, I believe it was a double disc. My brothers played that for me, and I fell in love with Chopped and Screwed. I fell in love with Lil Flip, and I fell in love with both those CDs. And I will admit this now because it's been over 20-some years. I stole my big brother's CDs. He never knew that till right now. I stole them.
Big bro, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, but yeah, it was me.
Now I know what people are thinking, man. Listen, no, we are not related. It just seems like the world needed more Zillas.
Hey.
So I came across this fellow, man, online. So Instagram, is that your main platform? Is that the one you like the most?
It's the only one I really know about besides these dating apps. I wasn't an internet specialist at all. I was literally outside. When people say we outside, I was outside. And as I was outside, I started meeting a lot of people that were doing things in life that I saw the path that I was on going for. So when I started, let's just say networking, I asked questions such as, how did you get your start? How do you do this? And they would look at me like, I like you, but we don't know who you are. And they let me know that if they were to send anybody my way, I don't have a location or a platform that they could send me to. So I was told to get on Instagram and do the same things I was doing on these dating apps to be successful at that. You know?
He's producing the show, producer. He's going to put you out of a job. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's here to do. Man, that is crazy. So when you were talking about asking questions, which came first, making people laugh or making people dance?
That's a good question. I would say making people laugh first through my dancing. Because I remember dancing and making people laugh. Scream and holler.
Now, I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's a light-skinned thing. Chris Brown understands it.
Chris Brown understands it. Now I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay.
Yeah, I used to dance like Chris Brown before Chris Brown was Chris Brown, but I stuck towards a different, path in life. I cut all that dancing out.
The ligaments get to you, don't it?
Man.
That is crazy. So talk to me about a young Zilla, like class clown, music nerd, quiet observer. Where do you fall in that?
Well, I never took the term class clown because I was always the one that made the good grades, believe it or not. So a class clown was someone that was clowning around being disruptive. I never got kicked out of class. I used to make the teachers laugh, the students laugh, the student aid teachers. So I was just considered myself to be funny. Now, I possibly could have hurt a lot of feelings growing up. I'm sure I did. But no, class clown, I would say just the funny guy that was all around just smart. Played ball growing up.
Okay.
Dressed nice.
So not the class clown, just a classy guy who can clown.
Who stood out. Oh, yeah.
Who stood out. Okay. When did you first started realizing, man, I'm good at making people laugh and or dance?
I would say, well, first off, let me correct. The dancing is just the clean version.
The appetizer.
The appetizer, okay. Because we all know what DATE stands for.
At the end.
Yeah.
I know now.
At the end. I just say a dancing. But I forgot your question. I apologize.
No. So I was asking, like, when did you realize, hey, I'm good at this? Everyone has this moment from Edison to Kevin Hart to wherever that they go, oh, I am good. I can do this and start getting paid for it.
It's been hinted to me my whole life. I just never caught the message until probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I always felt that I was funny, but it was always because I used to smoke and get high, So I thought I was a pothead growing up that just did stoner stuff. I was a stoner friendly young man. And I always felt like that silliness and that humor came from being a pot smoker. Until about 4 or 5 years ago, when basketball took his own or closed the door on that, I ended up going to Second City because of all of the references and reviews I was getting about me. And
Wow.
and when I went to Second City for free, I might add, I did not pay, didn't even know what it was. I learned from, I'll just say, people that's actually doing it and living it, that I was funny and could get paid for it. And it just wasn't a pothead, goofy type of ordeal.
Mhm.
So when I started getting on social media and making strangers laugh, or even just being me and people would just laugh, even when I didn't think anything was funny. So I've been told I was funny during times where I've been pissed off. I've been told I was funny when I was angry.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So something about you still made people able to laugh.
Oh, yeah.
And kind of relieve that tension.
I'll never forget when I was about 17, a girl told me, "You're so cute when you're mad."
It made you even more mad.
I didn't know how to feel about it, to be honest with you. I looked at myself in the mirror. I looked at, then looked. Trying to see what she saw.
Wait, I don't want to blow past this Second City thing.
Yes.
First of all, not being able to pay, not having to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And for people who may not know, like Second City, you're talking about Steve Carell, Tina Fey, Bill Murray, Stephen Colbert, Amy Poehler, like, and the list goes on and on and on.
Absolutely, Chris
Big
Farley
deal in Chicago. Yeah, Chris Farley.
I never knew any of that, especially with the names you listed, until I actually started going there.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know a school like such even existed. And I was very honored and blessed to be able to even learn that, but to attend for free.
Yeah.
It seemed like this was just something that I had in my book, you know?
Yeah.
How that ended up happening was I ended up breaking my arm on a semi-professional team out in Fort Wayne.
Oh, wow.
I think I was about 31 or 33. But I felt that my life was over, my career was over. I had that God, why me attitude. I had that, what should I do now? I went through that whole list stage that we as adults or human beings go through. I was in a dark place. And I didn't know how to come out of it. So I just wanted to be around people. And I started getting on the dating apps. And I'll be darned if someone came across me, watching me for however long, and they said, you're a comedian, for one. You need to go to Second City. And I still didn't care what they was talking about, just because I was focused on basketball. I had put all my eggs in one basket, in a sense, right? I want to say the second time I was approached about Second City, I just said, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And they gave me the money. I could have did anything in the world with that money. I could have did anything in the world. But I also felt like I was getting a scholarship. You know, you'd have paid for me to go to school. That's a scholarship.
Right.
So I took that and gave it a shot. And here I am today.
Wow. Man, so how long were you actually there? And then I want to circle back to how you climbed out of that dark hole that is, I mean, for lack of a better word, depression.
Yeah.
Right? Utilizing these new skill sets, stepping away from basketball and realizing, oh, there is life after ball.
Yeah. But my life was a basketball game. So I just thought basketball was for me. But I was at Second City for 2 years. So it's probably been 3 or 4 years now that I haven't been back. And how I ended up getting myself out of that was just always believing and trusting in God, even though I didn't know how. I come from a Baptist family, and they always put God first. So I had thoughts of suicide, but I always felt that if I was to go through with suicide, would I really end up in a better place, or would it be a worse place for eternity, if you catch my drift?
Yeah.
So I didn't do it, and I can't even say that joy came in the morning the next day. It didn't. I just had to keep on believing.
Right.
Even though I didn't have anything in my sight to believe in, I just knew I still had a mother and a father left. I couldn't imagine how they would feel, and I knew that it was people that would be hurt. So I just took it day by day. And I want to say within 3 months, 6 months, even a year, everything just worked out. You know?
That's awesome, man. It's something about, because we're all going to submit.
Right.
If you go without eating long enough, you're going to be hungry, right? You go without drinking long enough, as J-ZILLA is doing, you're going to be thirsty. The same way goes in, that's every aspect of our lives. You're going to submit to something.
Yeah.
So when you submit to the right thing, like that peace that surpasses all understanding is usually what you find. And it sounds like you found some good old fashioned peace, man. I'm proud and happy for you.
Yeah, it happened right here in this little bedroom, man. This is my childhood bedroom. So I was alone. I was alone. Yeah. Even though I had or still have my mom and dad, my parents, whatnot, I was still alone. And it wasn't anything a friend or a family member or even a pastor could have did for me that the Spirit of God did. So it took some how can I say it? It took some trust, it took some sacrifice, but ultimately it took some trust.
Yeah, and trust is where words meet actions, and I think that's what's so great about the Bible is it says a thing, and then the actions are put behind it, and the promises are kept.
Yeah,
it's very comforting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, because listen, I had a similar thing where I had no real interest in sports. I was just a big kid, and so I was always pushed towards it. And it wasn't until I got injured and then it was taken away in that isolation. That isolation, like, it doesn't get talked about enough, right? And I'm surrounded by people just like you. There's the coaches, there's the roommates and everything, but you just feel so alone not being able to participate. And it wasn't until football was taken away that I realized, oh, I did want this for myself. Because my whole plan at Vanderbilt University was to use sports to become a doctor. Oh, they're going to pay my college bill, and then I can go do what I want to do, right? Just because I'm a big dude don't mean I have to play sports. And then it wasn't until that was taken away that I felt that, man. So that really resonated with me, and I'm sure it will with our audience members as well.
Yeah.
But what was the worst gig? Like, okay, you're doing some gigs to get yourself out of the hole. What's the worst gig you ever had?
Man, all right. So with that being said, my story is a little different. Like comedians always say, the path is not going to be the same for everyone. Mine clearly was not the same as anybody's because none of these comedians went to Second City, for one.
Ooh, okay, talk heavy.
Let's talk. But with me getting on Instagram, thinking that, okay, the Lord just sent me to Second City, now the Lord just sent me to Instagram. God, I'm just here going live, waiting on you to bring me something. And God didn't bring me nothing except for examples of what not to be and how not to do it. But I had to go through this and learn. So I had a lot of people flocking to me on Instagram because they saw the light. They saw the light, right? And I'm thinking that these individuals that's been involved with comedy or music, or let's just even say film. Since they've been involved with it, they have more experience and knowledge to where they could teach me and pass it down. I didn't know that they was expecting me to be the key to get through the door. So I had a lot of people trying to help me help themselves. One guy, I won't say his name because he's a clout chasing SOB, but one guy decided to promote a comedy show, and he wanted me to participate and come in, right? So I'm booked. I get there, and everybody's quiet, except for the audience. And I'm looking around, and I'm seeing a venue that's looks like a venue, but it's extraordinary. And I'm looking around, and I'm questioning something that I'm not knowing what the question is. So I decided to go outside and hit my black and mild, you know. And as I'm looking around, I see on the bar it says ASL bar. And the only ASL I'm familiar with is American Sign Language. You know? Yeah. But it's in Chicago, so I'm thinking maybe ASL stands for something else. And no, I had got booked to do comedy at a deaf bar. And they never told me. They never told me at all. So when it's my time to go up, because first of all, I didn't watch the other comedians because this is, I didn't want to be whatever that is. They get into it or whatever. I didn't want to feel that, so I didn't watch no other comedians. And I get up there and I find out that everybody's deaf, including the owners. The only people that ain't deaf is the people I'd have told to come, the audience.
Right.
So I asked them. I said, "Somebody gonna stand up here next to me in sign language?" And all they did was put their hands up. So I had to figure out that this means that they laugh. And all they did was LOL. So yeah, wow. I made the deaf laugh, but it was when you want to laugh, just LOL. Wow. And I was very shocked at that. But the moral of that is, the story of that, I would say, they tried a fast one on me, and I guess with the intentions of how was Zilla going to make the deaf laugh. Remember that thing I just said, the light. The light.
The light.
The light. The light inside of me shines so bright on that deaf stage that the deaf laughed, and I made the deaf laugh, and I did better than anybody had expected. I believe I even got a trophy that night, to be honest with you.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been back? You got to go get some love. You got some laughs, man.
No, I got some laughs, but they was quiet. So, no. I haven't been back. I don't even know how to get there, to be honest with you. But I do know that really did happen. And I think that's on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
Man, usually hearing people, and man, listen, after this, I need more clips of this. I've got to find some clips to insert right now. There you go, producer. You got that. So look, first of all, I don't even understand. So they didn't have anybody they did have someone to actually do the sign language, right?
Nope.
So are they reading your lips?
They read my lips, and some of them had, let's just say.
Boy, he's trying so hard. Hold on, producer, get him out of here. Get him out of here, producer. Before I don't know. We're gonna filibust. Audience, we're gonna filibust for him. All right. I don't know what was about to come out of DJ Zilla's mouth, but it's gonna be something crazy.
They had some blessings to be advanced to where they can cope with life independently.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
That's the best way to put it.
So look, let me ask you this. Because comedy and DJing, right, actually feel pretty similar to me in that you're reading the room, right?
Okay.
You're reading human emotion. They asked, I forget which conductor it was, you know, they said, what do you do as far as the symphony? He said, well, they play the instruments, the musicians, I play the musicians. So how do you read a room? Like, can you tell beforehand, like, okay, this is gonna be a crowd? If I'm a DJ, there's some things that I got in my back pocket that I can always kind of control the heartbeat and get them going. And as a comedian, I know if it's not going well, how to pivot to make it end well, because it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
True enough. That's a good question, man. I would say the gift of being from Indiana, away from the skyscrapers, the fast life, I've naturally been a customer or a consumer. Fair enough? So when it comes to comedy, I was in the audience before I was on the stage. And I knew what made me laugh, and I remember what made me interested in what I liked as far as being in the audience. Same with music also. So with that aspect, and then let's just say we all used to imitate. I won't say mimic, but we all used to imitate, the people we liked on TV. Doing that from an early age, you get good at it. And as you grow, you start learning how to mix in your own personality. As far as the music goes, I was always the little boy in the back seat saying, "Mom, turn that song up," or wanting to listen to the radio. I remember recording Video Soul on BT. I remember recording music off the radio, standing by the boombox all day, waiting on one song to come on. And when it finally did, you hit record, and now you got that song for free.
Life before streaming, right?
Life before streaming, exactly.
LBS.
Right, that's funny. That's a good one too. So when it comes to being my turn, I had all these things under my resume as far as I used to make tapes. I used to burn CDs. Doing that when we were growing up and doing that and having that experience, you learn how to put this song before this song, and then right after this track, I'm gonna come with this. It started with tapes and CDs and burning CDs for people of different walks of life. So
wait, hang on, DJ Zilla.
Yes.
You need to explain to some of our, especially on Instagram and TikTok, and this is going to be everywhere.
Okay.
Please walk them through what you mean by burning a CD.
I'm glad you said that. Okay. So as you see, we have a book of blank CDs. All of these CDs have been put through a laptop or a desktop. So back in our generation, you could buy a blank CD like this. And if I was going to burn it for you, I'd say, give me a list of songs that you want on this CD. You have an option between 15 to 17 songs. Tell me, what are your 15 to 17 songs? They would give me that. I would download them from Napster.
Oh, Napster.
Come on, y'all remember that. And I would put those requests that you wrote down on a CD. And we called that burning the CD. Now, this person may want 15 songs in this order. The next person may want a couple of songs from that 15, but they own list. So that's how the different walks of life came as far as burning CDs for him, her, them, and also those people. So
shout out to our LG Plus community out there.
I wasn't talking about them, but yeah, them too, you know.
You get into the they, thems, and us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, 20 years ago, that wasn't like it is 20 years later.
It just means more than one he or she.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We're learning. Listen, old folks are learning. Give us some grace, okay?
Please.
We come from the 1900s. What do you expect?
Come on.
Yeah. So listen, what do comedians and DJs understand about people that other folks don't?
You ready for another beat? You're going to have to beat this one out.
Oh, hey. Okay, producer, get me out of here.
We as comedians and we as DJs know that everybody like different
Wait a minute. I was waiting for some very classy soliloquy, right? Some sort of symposium. All right, class, settle down.
Nope, just one beat. Just one beat.
Woo, I need me a little sweat towel. It's hot in here.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But
so,
we understand that we understand that it's actually a gift. We can't fake this. We can't force this. It's just something that comes out, and it's always just the right way, the right timing, the right tone, the right delivery. It all just mixes in and meshes together. But it can't be taught, if you ask me. You either have it or you don't. You either have it or you don't.
Hey, something else right there.
Yeah,
you have it or you don't.
Even what I've just said so far, since we've been talking, when it comes to the DJing, it started back when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I was making cassettes, and like I said, recording off the TV and the radio. As far as the comedian, we just started using the term comedian in my generation within the last 5, 10 years. But we called ourselves just funny.
Funny.
Just funny. Like, hey, he's funny as hell. But we never considered ourselves comedians until we found out that, okay, being funny in a business world or business mind frame, this is called a comedian, so you can have a career. Then you got a lot of people that always wanted to be funny, and now that we've grown, they want to be comedians, and they call themselves comedians, but ain't been funny since
ever, right?
Since ever.
Listen, us Zillas got to sit together, help each other out. But that is interesting. Like, you got a kid who's throwing himself down the stairs. Like, that may be a wrestler or a fighter. You got a kid who, I can't help it, but every time I get something in my hand, I want to see how far I can throw it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
It's a pitcher, it's a quarterback, you know.
So, ladies, if y'all ever kicked your boyfriend down the stairs and he roll over and get up like he Jet Li, just know that young man been going down the stairs since he was a kid. This is what he did.
Stunt double. He's born for it.
Jumping off couches to couches.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I used to play basketball with a balloon and a 1970s lamp.
Trying to get it.
I got the touch. Do you understand? You got to have a touch because you can't break nothing in mama's house.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. You have to have a touch. I was doing Ninja Turtle side kicks and spins with a balloon and caught it dunking when I put it in the lamp. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting, though. I really do. Man, I hope school, and I am starting to see school. No, okay. First of all, it starts from like the private schools, right? Where their teaching programs, I mean, they're different. They're way different than our public schools. But I really wish that they would sort of pay attention to that and we start to nationalize some of these tactics because we do we beat the funny out of them, right? We overwhelm them with facts and learning and then regurgitate it back to me instead of figuring out what each individual kid seems to have an affinity for and then work with them on that. Like bring back what do you call it? Almost said where essentially instead of you going through school, hey, you want to be a mechanic, come with me. I'm going to teach you how to be a mechanic.
You talking about career centers or Job Corps?
Not Job Corps. What is it called? Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank here. I won't say blacksmith, not a blacksmith. It's like
Career
an internship.
Connect, something like
an internship sort of thing. Yeah. The producer will find a word for me. And like 20 minutes from now, she'll be like, oh, is that? Okay, so look out for that.
Right.
But yeah, like really hands-on, one, trying to figure out what kids are actually interested in and have a passion for. Because even in the Bible, it's like, hey, if you want to be a fisherman, there's a scenario that you can be a fisherman for God. If you like telling jokes or being a DJ or a broadcast personality, whatever, dance, whatever, there's something you can do for my glory. So this idea that we try to hammer kids into this streamline, like you need to know how to do this job and that job and that job, right?
It's funny you say that because I was just having this conversation with somebody probably about 3 weeks ago. And I feel that, in my opinion, since I've experienced it, I feel that kids need to go to school from K through 8. So when you're in 8th grade, about 14, 15, whatever, and 9th grade, between 9th and 12th, you should start that at like 17 or 18. Now, between 14 and 17, let's just say you still have like curriculums like summer school is, but when you turn about 17, 18, that's when high school should start. And then you get out of high school about 22, 21, 22, graduate high school. And that's when you have the mentality and the maturity and even the brain development to go to college. And those years are between 22, 26, 23, 27. Right. Those, in my opinion, those tactics would develop and cause humans to be a little bit more better and advanced. But just because America has this timeline on what they feel or what they believe it should be, that's why we have what we have now. And the rates of success are not that high. Even when people get married at an early age, by the time they 35, 38, 40, with a whole family, now they feel like they want to catch up because they never got to isolate themselves in life or never got to experience this or only experience that with just one person. And now they have a lot of resentment. So it's funny you say that.
That's crazy. That's interesting you say that as well because the brain doesn't finish developing the frontal cortex. Doesn't finish developing until around 24, 25 years of age.
Yep, and that's when people need to just be getting the hell up out of high school because there's people that's 20, there's people that's 35, 45 acting like they still in 8th grade and 10th grade at a lunch table.
Yeah.
In the cafeteria. Yeah. I know them.
I've been them.
Yeah. A couple of them females just had a birthday last month.
Oh, no. Listen. Wait a minute now. Don't be over here taking some sneak shots now. I felt like that was a jab at somebody.
Yeah, they was Tauruses. It's the jab at Tauruses.
Listen, I'm not. See, I don't understand that stuff, but I do believe there's something to it, man.
Yeah, it is.
It is accurate.
Yeah.
Apprenticeship.
I've heard that word before, but not necessarily. I don't use it every day. Apprenticeship. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about when,
If you've been a master mechanic for 30 years, like just tell me how to do this stuff. You got it, right? We'll get the standards and stuff down. Crowd control. Talk to me a little bit of your brand of comedy. Do you do a lot of crowd work, and how do you handle hecklers?
I wish a heckler would try me. I make a see. Here's the thing. I grew up taking martial arts, so I still practice that. Gonna have to get another beep out.
Thank you, producer.
But crowd work, in my opinion, means just being able to take control, and it's just like an example of being a father, being daddy. You know when things is getting out of hand, you're watching it. You say, "Hey, cut that out." As far as hecklers goes, it just depends on what it is that's being said and who it is. Because I've had some local hecklers that I've had to remind that, hey, don't forget in third grade, you used to stink and was a pissy, snotty nose lip person, little kid.
No.
So let's not forget that. You used to smell like bologna when you came to school, homie. So I guess the hecklers right in a place. Now, as far as we have the stranger hecklers, sometimes they just want to be heard. Sometimes they just don't know how to talk to, a gentleman like myself. And they just want some time. And daddy understand that.
This guy. Again, we're with J-ZILLA. It's hard to even come behind you with that. So when that happens, I always try to, and you seem to get to it, like you kind of are already thinking in real time what may be driving them to even try to stand out. They need time. They got an insecurity that you've hit on, whatever. What does the audience actually want? Since you're able to read the room and their emotions and read their behavior so well, is it escape, honesty, nostalgia, some combination? Like what does the audience want?
I would say nostalgia and something new, or the nostalgia of having something new that they haven't even experienced or could even imagine to think of. I really don't know what they want, but I do know that they're here because they want to laugh. Now, when you observe everybody that's on stage and even that's watching, some people don't laugh, some people do. Some people that don't laugh when some people don't laugh. So you have to observe that. But here's the thing. If you're in the moment to even acknowledge that, I believe that's God showing you that and controlling that. Because it's a lot of things that people don't see, and it's a lot of things that people don't hear, they don't catch. And to be able to be blessed in the moment and observe and still be in the moment, but observe and catch those things, I believe that's God showing you what you need to see. So you have the option to write, or you have the option to remember and utilize that as a tool. Everything that I've experienced on stage, if a heckler, like let's just say if a heckler came out and said something, the timing of when this heckler did it, what I said that could possibly promote this heckler to come out at the time, and the words that the heckler chose to use. You have to take all of those things in consideration. And it doesn't take a long time to analyze that. But let me also add that I haven't mentioned, a lot of comedians, let me reword that. Me as a comedian, I'm kind as a person. I have gentleness. I have the fruits of the good fruits of the spirit.
Fruits of the spirit.
So patience is included in one of those. I can actually discern a a heckler from, let's just say, an Attack, or a heckler from uh, somebody that's just showing off or a wannabe, you know?
Gotcha.
And all of those things come into play when you observe, again, like I was saying, the timing, and also pretty much the word choice and or the words that come off the tongue.
Gotcha.
Now the actions, nine times out of 10, does not match up with the words, because as a comedian on the stage, you ready for another beat?
Oh, hold on. Let me get out your way. Go for it.
For a comedian, we get their kicked out. We have security put your out. So,
short and simple.
Get his out of here. So that tends to happen or can happen, but all comedians didn't just grow up being funny people that couldn't do nothing else. I know some comedians that's boxers, football players, basketball players, drug dealers. You know, I know some gun toters, or whatever the YNs say. What the YNs say? Shooters from TT. I know some comedians that's TTG.
TTG, all right.
TTG, and they don't play that.
What is TTG?
Train to go.
Train to go. Gotcha.
Train to go.
You got to educate me, DJ.
Come on. Train to go. Myself, I got a black belt in martial arts that I've had for the past 22 years.
Oh,
I've
wow.
been waiting to Street Fighter. I've been waiting. But you know, whatever he said. But by the grace of God, it doesn't go that far. But by the grace of God, you are blessed with these gifts and these skills and these traits to prepare you for things like this today. So I never knew when I was in Taekwondo at 14 and 16 years old that God was teaching me how to defend myself as a man. I never knew that when I was doing Taekwondo and learning how to defend myself that it was because I was going to be a comedian 25 years later. And you got some people that like to drink and bully and stuff. Like, I thought bullies, you know, got cut off after high school or middle school, but no. So, you know, when God bless you with a father, or when God bless you with some uncles or some big brothers, you know, to ward off them bullies, you got to be thankful for that, just because today you see that yesterday was necessary just for today.
Ooh, that's a t-shirt. Wait, say it again.
I did. Like,
yesterday
was necessary for today.
Yesterday was necessary for today. Man,
you see what I'm saying? I like that.
Yeah, go ahead, keep that. Put that in the files.
Zilla said that.
You just wrote.
But do you see what I'm saying, though? It just comes out naturally. So I do keep pens, as you see. I keep a lot of pens. I got pens. Yeah, I write.
Okay, just making sure, man.
Yeah, I got pens. Yeah,
okay, I'm going to do a rapid fire question.
Yes,
One word answers only. And then I've got one final question for you before we wrap up here, man. This has been a joy. You definitely have to come back on the show.
I appreciate you.
I'll need some updates every so often. Just like people need to laugh, we need to feel that. So here we go. You ready?
Let's go.
City-wise, who has the best crowd?
The best crowd? Chicago.
Worst crowd?
Michigan.
Drunkest city?
Cleveland.
Well, that makes sense. Some people pretend not to like, but always dance to what?
Drake.
Even how you said that. All right, artist people overrate?
Say that one more time.
Artist people, are they overrated?
Are what?
Artists type people, creatives. Overrated?
Are artists overrated?
Sorry, artists that people overrate.
Artists that people overrate. It has to be some females. I just can't think of the female's name. We're gonna go with Megan Thee Stallion, Ice Spice,
What?
Brorilla.
What?
I'm sorry.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here, producer. First of all, the way you spat females, like we're going to have a conversation next time you're on the show. I'm detecting something. My spider senses are tingling, but I like it. And also, Meg the Stallion, like Stallion is the male horse. Who's going to tell her? Who's going to tell her?
She should already know.
Anyway, what's an artist that people underrate?
Ooh. Isaiah Rashad.
Isaiah Rashad. I'm definitely going to look that up, man. And the final question, DJ Zilla, what advice would you give a young creative who's watching this right now and thinking, man, I want to do something. I don't know how to get started. I don't know what to do, but they want to build something or they're currently attempting to build something.
Hell, I'm trying to figure out that answer too. Follow me and let's figure it out together. That would be my... No, I would say this.
No, that was great. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm waiting on you. Follow me and figure it out. I love that. All right, go ahead.
No, I would say just the same thing I'm doing every day. Trusting God. I mean, you wake up, you go to sleep, you wake up, you're blessed to do that. Do something. Whatever it is, just do something. Just don't wake up and not do nothing. And if you don't know what to do something. You gotta acknowledge God in that. Whatever it is. But what I'm experiencing, just to elaborate in that answer, that response, the things that I think about or I ask myself or question within myself, I could be scrolling on let's just say YouTube or Instagram and something to pop up. I'll give you an example. I've always thought about I needed braces, but don't know how I'm going to get them or how I'm going to afford it or whatever. I felt like I needed to get a career or get a whole bunch of money before I can afford to pay for my own self to have braces.
Yeah.
And I could be scrolling, and next thing I know, something about teeth and how to naturally reverse whatever. You know, right. I take that as a sign of being heard. Because I know I'm not talking to my phone. I'm not asking ChatGPT. I'm just talking within myself and to my heart. And I know they can probably hear your conversations, but they can't hear your conversations with your heart, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm not talking out loud. So I take those as the spiritual signs that just be patient or we acknowledge you and trust that it's coming in due time.
Love it, man. Thank you so much. Where can they find you, sir? And then again, final word, shout out, final word from DJ Zilla. Shout out one of your now favorite broadcasts out there in the world, Urban Academia.
First off, shout out to J-ZILLA and Urban Academia. I appreciate y'all for having me. Where you can find me at is in DMs. No, I'm just playing. You can find me at Instagram, Zilla, ZILLA .0069. Also at DJZilla.remix. That's my DJ Chop the Screw page. Last but not least, I am on YouTube at Zilla Entertainment, 2 words, and I also have a DJ Zilla Indiana page that everybody can subscribe to, and thank you again.
All right, thank you so much, man. I'm gonna wrap the show. Go ahead in the back room, get you some, don't log off yet, get you some juice, some cookies back there in the green room. And man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Wow, boy, that I felt like, man, that was he just put out a special. That's what that felt like, man. My jaw is hurt from laughing so much. Man, my producer's got a lot of work to do with that editing. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for her. Yeah, man, I love having guests like him. I love free and wild people. Um, my son, my 7-year-old, the other day, I told him, "Don't do that again. You're gonna get in trouble." And he looked at me. He was like, "Well, what kind of trouble exactly?" Like, he's trying to figure out. He's trying to negotiate. Like, because look, I'll take a couple of pops. If I can just go on by my business. I love people like that, man. And he gave a lot of insight of the emotional, the spiritual aspect of comedy, as well as DJing. Being able to pick up on the crowds, the little nuances in their movements, their behavior, and being, wisdom is comprised of three things: knowledge, experience, and discernment. And that's something that comedians and DJs share alike. Even when he talked about trying to figure out whether or not this person is actually on the attack or they just need some attention from daddy, as he says, which is so funny. And for the kids out there in the youth or the YNs, whatever y'all want to call yourselves, man, go make some mistakes, is what he's saying. Just move forward. Leave the pain behind, extract the wisdom, and keep moving forward. Something, 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 yada, yada, yada. And then 10 years later, you're Joe Rogan or something. You're Kevin Hart. Who's the guy? Thomas Edison said, "I have not failed. I simply found 10,000 ways that don't work." Follow the Zillas, okay? Because we are not doing this perfectly, but we are doing it with purpose, and we're going to keep doing it. Please join us. Remember, everybody's a little bit right, a little bit wrong, but each of us has something of value to share. Go find that spark, follow that Holy Spirit, and man, go do some good work. But hey, they say common sense ain't coming, but join us each week as we try to acquire some. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. For you. For you.
Rough and limelight.